It's hot in here. Can you turn on the air? We're live!
Nightcap is a place to go. Nightcap, so you don't know. Nightcap, yeah. Pour a drink, dirty or virgin. Rum and water, or whiskey or gin. Nightcap, you don't have to be coy. Nightcap, here's Ricky and Joy.
Hello and welcome to Nightcap, the bi-weekly web show where friends unwind with the topics that make us hot. My name is Richard Pucci, and I have the amazing Joy, live content creator extraordinaire here. Hello! Let's give you a round of applause.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
No
You're
problem.
wonderful.
And then, as always, we have our wonderful at-home studio audience.
Woo!
I don't know. There's something fun about fake clapping. I don't know. We've never done that before, but it just felt so fresh.
Look, 2021, like we gotta bring some new energy. Like, let's get it. Let's
Yes. Oh, absolutely. New energy is great. New energy is great. I don't know. I accidentally took down. Here, wait. We need our little name things. See, I was doing all sorts of different stuff because I had to do an entertainer at work today, so it was
Ooh.
live stream that through my account because it's easier, because I can do more than 15 minutes, because normally with like YouTube-y stuff they restrict new accounts, and then they'll make it so that way it's like, oh, you can only upload less than 15 minutes, but once we realize that you're a real person, then it's fine, you know?
Gross.
Yeah, gross stuff. Ooh, did you see who's here?
Hi, Rick. How you doing?
Hello,
Hey.
Mr. Rick. All right,
How
Miss
you doing?
Joy, what are you up to? Anything new and exciting?
Wow. So much is happening. Surprisingly, but like not surprisingly. I don't even know where to begin. Like, okay, so I'll start off with the most exciting thing, and why I wanted to talk to you.
Okay.
So, you recommended this book for Bibby.
Yes. Convenience store woman.
Yes. Bibby was telling me up and down for weeks about, not for weeks, okay, I'm exaggerating, but told me a lot about this book. So I'm like, okay, this seems very interesting. And she's one that like loves like graphic novels and stuff. Like she's all about like the pictures because she's an artist and da. But she read this book like very quickly.
Yeah.
So then she was like, oh hey, do you want to read it? And I was like, yeah, I'll read it. And I read it in the day, because there was gaps of hours in between that I didn't read. So this book took me through emotion. So I read the whole book, and I want to have a whole sit down chat about that book.
Yeah.
Other than that book, Convenience Store Woman, I was able with wonderful people to finally achieve a childhood dream, and that is to have dot hack fragment on my PC.
Nice.
It is here. It is there. I haven't played it yet.
Yeah.
That's what's so hilarious. I've been pining for this for weeks, and I just had it done yesterday. Wonderful people were helping me put this on my computer, so I finally have it. Next one. I'm editing on my actual podcast. Like,
okay, cool.
Season 2. I'm almost in the final run of getting the interviews out. I've been listening to this second interview, and then after this interview I have one more interview, put all the bells and whistles on all the interviews.
Yeah.
I mean the 2 that I just did, and then I have to do more content because we're going to start releasing them soon. So podcast is on the right track. Actually had an impromptu podcast information session about how to use your social media to promote your podcast. So I took notes. I feel like things are aligning. I'm excited. And work is work.
Yeah.
Got better, but overall, I'm just very happy to sit my black ass home and not have to go to work. So yeah, that's basically it. And Rodney's here.
And Rodney's here. Woo!
So yeah, that's been the overall thing. It's just been podcasts, Fragment, .hack Fragment, and the wonderful convenience store woman book.
Yeah.
How about you? What you been up to?
Well, there was a stint of time where I once went to Great Adventure and I lost my key. I lost my key on a ride and I was there all by myself, and my phone, my wallet and my wallet were both in my car. So I have my Apple Watch, but it needs to be within the vicinity of my phone. That day it happened to be torrential downpouring sporadically. So lo and behold, just fast forward to me realizing my key fell out of my pocket. Then it's raining and I'm hunched over by my car, like trying to like talk to Cupid and talking to my parents since my spare was there, trying to line things up, and then also realizing that the spare for this car, technically, I don't even remember, like, what it looks like. Like, I think it's like the regular key, except for it's, like, not marked, but, like, the panic button. So, like, I had my dad, like, send a picture of, like, what does the fob look like? And then, like, because my parents have, like, a key bowl full of, like, all of the spare keys of, like, all of the cars that we've had from, like, forever. So I legitimately said, that's the one, but give all of them to Cupid.
Yep. So I can just do it myself.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah,
because God.
Yeah, so it was like the weirdest. It was like the strangest thing in the world. Like just the realization that like, I'm like, I have nothing. I'm like, I got nothing. But so contingency plan. So if something like that were to ever happen, I know that I would just call up AAA. And I would get them to tow my car to, like, the auto shop that I use or whatever. That way it would be in the area. So, like, but it's just so crazy. Like, to have that actually happen is, like, it's freaking nuts. But also, and it's funny, funniest thing, I've been on rides, like, my whole entire life with cargo pants and cargo pockets and all sorts of stuff. And, like, when I tell you I had stuff in my pants, like, I'd have an iPod, a big-ass phone, a digital camera, and, like, I never dropped anything out of my pockets. But now that they're, like, nothing can be in your pockets, and then, like, so, like, I just, like, put something in my pocket. Since nothing's in the pocket, it's just, like...
Now, when you say the pocket, I'm going to need some more detail. Were the pockets, the pants that you were wearing, did they have zip pockets, or were they just open side down your leg pockets?
Okay, so I did not do open side leg pockets. I did not do cargo pockets. I did butt pocket. Like, on my butt pocket. So, because I was like, I'm sitting on it. And that was one of the only pairs that I had that didn't have either a button or Velcro. So lo and behold, I'm telling you right now, I did not lose my key on a ride, during a ride. I probably lost my key getting off of Nitro, like getting my butt off Nitro, like sliding out of the actual seat. That's how I dropped it. I know it for a fact. And it's funny because I turned around, I started walking down. I felt my butt pocket and I was like, it's not there. I ran up and I said to the attendant, I said, is anything dropped over there? And he was like, what? And I was like, and it was like an older guy. So I was like, no, is anything in the seat in the back row? And he's like, no. But it was one of those things that I knew for a fact I should have went up there.
And just checked it yourself.
And just checked it. I know, like, it's like one of those weird situations. I'm like, I know for a fact if I would have went up there and, like, I
And then, okay, so we're going to just backtrack again because I mean, I know that people probably do this, but just the fact that you were there by yourself worried me. Because I was like, you're there by yourself, but, and I know you're a grown man. You can do whatever you want. But it's just like, I never would, I mean, but then, again, I'm trying not to speak from a black woman, 5'2" black woman standpoint. But I'm like, I would never have gone to any theme parks by myself, and then and then just had the key.
I just had the key and like my watch, which has like my credit card, like So like essentially minimal stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, because I felt like if that would be the case, I would have just had it in a smaller bag, like a sling or something, and then just had the bag. Because don't they have lockers and shit? Like, couldn't I just put it in a locker?
Lo and behold, it's because I was trying to be cheap.
And that's why I was just like, but you go to Great Adventures in the middle of the day, trying to be cheap?
Yeah.
What? Again.
No. That's the time. It's funny. I ended up going. I just went with my dad 2 days ago. I'm sorry not to go on a crazy tangent. I just went with my dad, and we were able to like go on all the rides. And when I say we were able to go on the rides, I mean myself, because my dad's belly. It got too big, and they no longer have like the like back row. They used to do like the last 2 rows had like slight like larger restraints. They don't have them anymore, and like my dad, he got a belly, but so we were able to go on like lots of rides. When you have a season pass, like it doesn't matter. Like we went for like 2 hours and then we left. Like it was great. You go for 2 hours and then you're like I went on all the rides. I
don't know. I guess I feel like I wish there was a video game thing that I can do and just go there for 2 hours. Oh, well, I know. Oh, there is one. I mean, there is like, there are places I can do this stuff at. Yeah. But I'm thinking of like PlayStation Experience, where you just go to a thing and you just go there and then you can leave and just come back whenever you feel like it. Yeah. But, oh man, nah, not for Six Flags. And then,
well, you're not like a ride person.
Yeah, and I was gonna say Rick with Busch Gardens. I really enjoy Busch Gardens, but I wouldn't go there like by myself. Like that's the kind of place I would go with people.
Yeah.
But then those people always want to just ride roller coasters, so I'm like, no, I would rather not go there.
Yeah, like you would rather go there for like the experience and like walk around and like see people and like look at things, which is absolutely valid. Like go see a Wild West show. Rick, you're so funny. He said it probably fell out when you were wiggling your hiney.
Just like,
probably.
I got off nitro and it. Bloop.
Yeah. And it was one of those things because I was so pissed off. I was so upset. And by the way, the log flume is back working again. That was like my dad went on 2 rides. He went on like the Dark Knight and the log flume ride. And the reason why the log flume ride is so cool is because my dad actually went on the log flume ride when it was at the World's Fair.
Wow.
It was at like the 1965 World's Fair. And like
Jesus.
And like whenever relatives came over from Hungary, they would come over and then they would just take them to the World's Fair.
Oh.
So like he went on it multiple times. So like it was cool. Like I don't know. That's kind of cool. And also the fun fact, the Sky Ride, that's also from the World's Fair.
Oh, see, it's history. Like,
yeah.
Is our Great Adventures like the oldest one?
No. Well, my dad's friend, funny, talking about Great Adventure. I think the Six Flags Over Texas is the first one, but my dad's friend did restoring, like worked there before it was bought out by Six Flags, and when it was just Great Adventure, and my dad's friend restored like the carousel and worked on stuff. And so he didn't have a car. So my dad actually brought pieces of the carousel to Great Adventure. So he like said to me, he was like, yeah, like in the middle of the park, he's like, my car was parked here. I was like, what? He was like, yeah, no, I had to drive my car up here he was working on I was like,
wow.
Because like the idea of that, because it's like it's like a big built up place now.
Oh, yeah.
The fact that he, like, drove his car
through this.
Yeah. That's
wow.
weird.
See, that's cool, though. I really like that.
I think so. So if anything, that probably shows why there's a little bit more of a fascination there, because it's, like, historic for us. I don't know. Weird. Rick Brown says, I used to go by myself to Busch Gardens and Disney all the time. Rick, you know what? maybe it's just a Rick thing or a Richard Rick thing.
I think it is.
Because I actually, if we're gonna be honest, I actually prefer to go by myself. With the exception of having to worry about my keys, like I wish that I could just check them in. I wish there was a coat check. I wish there was a key check. Honestly, that would be actually a really cool thing.
They don't have that? I thought they would have at least had something like that.
They have lockers, but they don't have a key check. Like, legitimately, like, you give, like, you give us your name, and we take your key. But yes, I actually prefer to go by myself, and the reason why is because I can go on whatever I want. Like, I don't have to say, like, oh, do you want to, can we, blah, blah, blah. Like, because, like, you can do whatever you want, and it doesn't matter.
I feel like for amusement parks, I'm more so indifferent.
Yeah.
But when it comes to conventions and concerts, I'm very specific.
Okay.
So concerts and conventions, I would much rather go by myself.
Yeah.
And then amusement parks and family friendly, whatever, I'm like, I'd rather just go with people and then, yeah, we're doing the thing together. Because I feel like when I'm on rides, and my personality, I do great if I'm on things by myself. I can make friends. I talk to people in line all the time. But it's just, like, I want to have someone there with me to enjoy the experience with versus, like, concerts, conventions. It's like, I want to go to that specific panel, that specific booth, stay there, hang out, buy shit, and leave. Like, but the music part, it's just like, we're going everywhere, and there's all the rides, and everyone's waiting, and da-da-da. Like, I just,
you know what? I think that literally just goes to show you that the way that you think of conventions is the way that I think about amusement parks. Where I'm like, okay, I know I want to go on this ride, and I know that I don't want to go on this ride, but I'll go on this, like, if a convention, if you're like, oh, that panel doesn't have any, like, I don't want to go to this panel, but nobody's in there, and it looks like it's pretty empty, and I could get close, so I might go to that one. Like, those decisions that you outweigh for the panels, and, like, for the convention, that's what I do at an amusement park. I'll be like, oh, as opposed to other people, they might be like, oh, I need to go on Nitro. I'm like, that's an hour line. I'd rather go on, like, Medusa 8 times.
Yeah.
Get 8 rides on something else. But, like, if you're going with other people, then you have to say, like, okay, like, sure.
We have to wait.
Yeah. As opposed to me, I'm like, I don't care what I go on, as long as if it's, like, I'm like, I want those numbers. I want to go on as many things as possible. But that's the end of my experience. That's yeah.
Well, shout out to you. I mean, you made it back. Like, you know, you're able to drive. You got your key, right?
Yeah, so I didn't get a spare maid yet because I was still holding out because I'm like, oh, but it's been, I don't think it's happening yet. I don't think it's gonna happen. I was really hoping out. I was holding out because it was definitely one of those situations that I was like, that key fell out.
In that area. It has to be in that area.
It's, and I'm telling you right now, it's not like in the middle of the woods somewhere. It's like legitimately like
on
it's
the ground.
It's over by the station. Yeah.
Yeah. That sounds like if someone really looked, they'd be like, oh, someone left their key here, and then they could probably send it back. But then it'd just be like, well, who?
Which is funny because it's off of the key ring too. Like, it's legitimately, it's just a naked key.
Oh.
With a black, like it's so unassuming, like, yeah. It's so screwed. And then Rick says you have to plan too much for people. Yeah.
Yeah, that's yeah. And that's what I learned with, the different conventions. I'm like, look, I mean, I'm happy to meet other people at the convention, but girl, bye. If I want to be at a thing, I just have to be at the thing, and I'm just gonna have to meet you later. Or you can go be there with me, but I can't wait on people no more. Like, it's just frustrating, especially when there's like so many groups of people at the same time, and everyone wants to go to different places, and it's just like I've been compromising to just do what everyone else wants. I'm like, no.
Yeah, and then you start getting resentful.
Yep, and I'm like, no.
Great transition. Conventions are like playing Final Fantasy.
Oh my god.
right? Because at the end of the day, you're like, I want to explore and I want to do what I want to do.
Like Final Fantasy 14, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh yeah. It's so funny because now that I have this on my PC, I am almost damn well getting rid of Final Fantasy 14. Like, I'm paying like $70 something every I think it's like 6 months, every 6 months.
To just be upset at people.
To just be like, honestly, to just play my own version, play my own game, my own story. Because, who am I speaking to? I was speaking to, I can't even remember right now. I know I just wrote it down. It's just somebody. But I was like, literally, Final Fantasy 14. It was someone asking about it, and I was just like, well, look, it's great, it's fun, it's beautiful, like, whatever. And I'm sure that they have all these updates and whatnot. But literally, if you want to play the game by yourself, just play it on a server by yourself.
Yep.
Make your own thing, because there's all these people that have been on this thing for years. I only got into it when the pandemic started. Like, I'm only a year in, and I'm just like, okay, I like it, but that's my whole life. I've been used to, straight up RPG, beginning, middle, end. People are so bothersome. So I'm like, I'm spending money just to purposely play by myself, and I haven't even played 14. I'm literally staring at Unravel right now. I've just been playing by myself because I just don't even want to deal with online people. And when you get into the whole guild situation and people with Final Fantasy 14, you pop up, you join the company or the free guild or whatever. You pop up in the server. People are like, she's here. Hey, what's up? I'm like, and I just log out and leave. It's just too much. But yes, Rodney, you're absolutely right. The best thing about 14 is that people are willing to help you. Like, regardless of where you may be in any realm, there are people that are going through the story maybe at the same pace as you, or higher level, and they will knock some bitches out for you so that you can get your reward or get your trophy or whatever the fuck. But now that I have fragments, I'm literally like, this is who I want to hang out with. I want to hang out with people that play this. I want this.
I was gonna say, and you're running that on an emulator?
Yes.
Awesome.
Literally, these people, and the person that helped me, they're non-binary. I was like, you have the patience of a saint, whoever you are. Like, thank you. And they followed me on Twitch, and I was like, thank you so much, because I literally do not know anything about the emulator thing, how to put it on, make sure that it reads my controller. This came from Japan. Like, I don't know how to set this thing. I had to run this through. You had to do like image burn, and then you had to put it on the PC. But then my PC doesn't have a disk drive. Like, it was a lot for this. So I was like, thank you so much again to the person that did help me put this on my computer, because I was just like, you're amazing. So I think I was telling them, I was like, Final Fantasy 14 is about to go out the window for me. And they were like, no, there's a lot of people in Fragment that do play 14. So if you do play 14, you'd probably see us in there too. And I'm like, all right, but
you're like, nah.
Fragment's where it's at, you know what I mean? They only recognize 0 and 1. What do you mean? Is it because of the fragment?
Because of the coding. Maybe it's the coding.
Yeah. This
1001.
I mean, this is basically. I'm so excited for this, and I haven't even played it yet. I haven't made a character or nothing. I haven't put my name in it, just nothing. But I'm just so excited because this is something from. Well, this particular thing is from 2007. But this, the anime, the video games, they came out in 2003. I am 31.
It's a binary joke.
Because a non-binary person. Okay, see, this is how you know I don't know, went over my head. Oh my god. Thank you, Rick. Thank you so much. And thank you, Roddy, for explaining it, because I definitely did not get it.
Yeah.
I'm just so excited that they helped me, because I've been wanting this since 2003, and now it's 2021, which is literally, I think, how they said like their world, like their series of how they had stuff in their world in the year 2021 or whatever. Like it was so far in the future, and here we are.
Yeah,
I'm a grown adult.
You never would have known or thought.
Never. I mean,
yeah.
Who would have thought I would have had a streaming PC and a monitor and lights and a desk and all this stuff to like play video games all the time? Like it's awesome.
I was gonna say streaming back in the day. It was like a webcam where you could like see the outside of like Vegas or the outside of New York City, and the New York City cam next to the Chili's, or no, the TGIF.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember that like webcam? No?
I feel like I've seen it.
Yeah.
I feel like, was it on like Eyewitness News or something? Like they would like cut to that camera or something.
Sometimes, but yeah, but it was just like like Yahoo cameras or whatever. Like that was streaming. Yeah. 24-hour webcams. Like that's what streaming was. Like.
And I do feel like, I mean, if I really do take like Twitch full time, not sure how, you know, my life would be, and that's assuming that's like 5 days a week I'm doing this, but yeah. I just feel like it's wonderful, like this career, like this, because I'm making it a career, like this is awesome, and literally could not have been done without you, couldn't have been done without Troy, couldn't have been done without literally like all of this. Just doing this is literally practice. Like all of this is not even practice, but straight up
no I understand. Yeah, it's normalizing talking on camera to people. And
it isn't. And we were doing this what years? Like what? 2007.
We're at like 5. We're at like I think we're at like 5 years or something. Yeah.
I keep saying 2006. 2000 and I'm way
16.
back. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's like 2016. It's close to 5 or 6 years. Yeah.
Yeah. We have experience doing this, and it's so funny just to say it now because I'm like, wow, I really have cut myself short. Just being like, no, you've been doing this consistently for years. Yeah. If anyone's a natural at this, it's you. It's you. It's me. Like we've been doing this. So yeah, it's all part of the game.
You know what? And it sounds so funny because like it's very easy to think like, oh, we're not real or whatever. But the most important thing about streaming in general is knowing the audience and being aware of chat and just being able to like just talk. So like that's all this is. This is, I mean, look, back in the day, Twitch I don't even think they had a just chatting. Like that's what this is, just chatting. Like that's it.
Literally. That's why I'm like, you know what? I want to see how I can take this higher. I don't know specifically what I should do, but I know the best thing not the best thing, but what I did recently was just take off the mature rating on my channel. Because I feel like before, I put the mature rating on because I was like, I'm going to curse a lot, so I'll just put the mature rating on. But literally, I should have had it on because it's like, well, literally the mature rating was like, you're going to expect some vulgar acts or something on stream. I was like, I wasn't doing that. I mean, the games I play maybe a little bit, but I'm like, I literally have because I looked at every other person that I follow on Twitch, like that are bigger than me. And I'm like, well, they don't have the mature rating on them, and they talk about some interesting stuff. So why do I have the mature rating on mine? Like, that's weird. Yeah, or at
least right now, before they start cracking into that soon. Yeah, eventually. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. So that's why I'm just like, you know, I know maybe taking the mature rating off might expose me to more people. And,
definitely.
You know, allow me to be like, oh yeah, I've been in this forever, and then and all that other stuff. So.
Oh yeah, no, you've been in the game. You've had skin in the game forever.
Yeah, this is 4 years. Like literally, July 3rd was my four years being on Twitch. Aww. Yeah, so I'm like, it doesn't feel weird to me. Of course, the only time I get nervous because PC is still new to me is if something goes wrong with the PC. Yeah. But just talking and stuff, like I'm fine with talking, and reading, and making sure I read the chat. Oh, you're. Yeah.
I was gonna say, I'm like, and don't worry if anything goes wrong. If you've seen, like, stuff goes wrong all the time.
And we
At a
just
certain
run with
point,
it, yeah.
and it's so funny because it really just shows how much of it is a dog and pony show, and even goes for people that like spent like the thousands on like all the proper stuff. It's like, oh well, my computer just decided to take a shit today. Like, oh well, like you just deal with it.
Hashtag struggle stream. That's Java-chan. Struggle stream, like, is what it is.
Oh man, oh man, did you see any movies?
Lord, I want to say yes, but I don't think so. My sweet, my baby sweet. Did we see any movies? We saw what now? That's not a movie. I don't think we watched movies recently. Who? Looper. Oh, yeah, okay, see, there we go. Okay, thank you, my sweet. Okay, so, yeah. So we actually did see a movie. I had to confer with my wonderful, sweet, beautiful baby manager. Manager baby. So we saw Luca. We saw Luca. We were hanging out with, Rick, watch Luca. Have you seen Luca, Ricky?
I'm not.
No?
I'm not gonna.
Oh, because it's literally, it's like Disney and all that other stuff.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Rick, please answer this if you think what I'm going to say, if you agree with it. Luca on Disney, new movie. I enjoyed it, but it is gay.
I was gonna say, it looks gay AF.
It is like undertoned, but not even undertoned gay. Like it is, but the thing is, it's the two boys. The one boy is probably like 14, and the other boy is like 12 or 11 or something. This movie gay, and I liked it. I enjoyed it. Luca was nice. I do feel like they had this very weird obsession with the Vespa. Like and it was just, even them riding the Vespa together was homo. Like, it was very homo.
I don't think you're allowed to say that, Joy.
I was trying to think of the best way to say it, but in the best way possible. It was so of the gay, and I was trying to be like, it's about friendship, but it's also gay. Like, the way that they were going on about riding the Vespa with each other, and the way that the older boy was like, we're gonna run away together, we're gonna ride Vespas, and we're gonna live off the land. Like, what? Bro, you are 14, and you are a sea creature. What are you talking about? Like, it was about friendship. Overall, it was friendship.
I was gonna say, well, maybe it was like hero worship, where it was like, oh, this kid that's 2 years older than me, like, is so cool.
No, because what happened was, trying to do the best quick recap that I can.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna.
No. So the younger boy, I'm trying to think of I don't even remember the older kid's name. We're just gonna call him Anthony because fucking it's Italian. Whatever. I don't know. So Luca is the younger one, and he has been doing the same shit every day. His mother warns him never to go to the surface of the water. He does. He meets this boy, older boy named Anthony, that I'm making up. And he's like, oh, wow, you're so cool. Anthony's like, oh, I know shit up here. I'm also like you. And he's like, okay, so they hang out with each other for a long period of time. Then they decide to work together to build a Vespa. And then they did, but they're like, it's trash. So then they go to the town that they're not supposed to go to. Alberto. See, I said Anthony, whatever. Alberto. Thank you, Rick. Thank you so much. Oh, my God. So Alberto's like, let's go to the town where the people are. And he's like, are you sure, bro? And he's like, yeah. So then they see an actual Vespa, and they're like, oh, we should get that. We got to pay for that. So then they enter this convoluted race with this crazy girl that's like Pepper Ann. But she was dope. She was awesome.
Yeah.
And they all work together to win the race so that they could win the prize money to buy a Vespa. The thing is, with that girl I just said, forgot her name, the girl was really into winning this race because she's never won the race. So as she's trying to like get them to understand what it takes to do a freaking triathlon of a race in this town, Luca likes her, not like has a crush on her.
Yeah.
But he's like, she's so knowledgeable. Like, she knows the world. She knows things that I've never heard of because I've been subjected to the sea my whole life.
Yeah.
Alberto's bum ass was like, I don't like that you're spending so much time with her. Like, I know it was friendship. You're mad that your friend
I was gonna say,
friend.
I could see both. I could see how the coding
But
could
it
work
also-
for both ways. Like, I could see being a little gay kid and being like, oh, maybe he likes so and so. But it definitely works both. It definitely works both ways. Like,
oh yeah,
I don't know.
It was definitely appropriate for children.
Yeah.
Where, of course, I felt that Alberto got jealous because Luca was hanging out with the other girl that was cool. She was like a tomboy and stuff too. But Alberto, his main thing that I digested was that when Luca first met Alberto was the only thing he's ever known that knew shit. Like, Alberto was like, I know everything, and just trust me, bro. I know everything there is to know about the world. And when Alberto's knowledge was just made up bullshit, Luca was like, nah, this girl is coming to me with facts. Like, oh, because this fool told him that the sea was made, the sky was made out of, the stars were made out of fish, and that the moon was the sun or some foolishness. And then the girl's like, bitch, what? There's a book on astrology. Do you want to know? Do you want to read this book? Like, so obviously, guys, it is friendship. It is total friendship. But if this was a little older, it probably would have been Call Me By Your Name. Like, it could have been some Call Me By Your Name type shit. And I liked it. Like, it was a great Disney movie about two young boys who want to ride each other's Vespas together in the hills of Tuscany or whatever the fuck they were.
Joy's canceled.
I'm canceled.
Hashtag cancel Joy.
Cancel me, whatever. Hashtag my sweet baby. I know you said that before. Hashtag cancel Joy. It's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, Luca was a great movie. I liked it. It was fun.
Just calm down.
Yeah, no, I'm not wilding in these streets. But I just thought it was funny because it just felt like when I was watching it, I was like, this could be so gay. Like, this could be so gay. And no one would, if you really didn't think about it, it'd be like, oh no, this is a great kids movie, which it is. And the best thing about this movie, I feel like they taught you so much Italian in the movie. Like, as they were speaking over and over again. Yeah, they did say that. There's certain words that they kept repeating. I think one was like esperte. I can't remember, but they taught some good Italian up in there. It's good. All right, Rick, you calm down. You calm down, Rick. Telling me to calm down. Trying to switch topics on a bitch. You calm down.
Okay, we have 100 best movies. So slowly but surely, we've been going over this poster that has 100 best movies. Actually, I can do that. I've never had to do that.
I'm not stressed. Lord. I'm not stressed. I'm just passionate.
She's obsessing.
I'm just passionate.
You know what movie I watched for the first time ever? And like the next night we watched the sequel. We watched Alien. It was so I'm gonna tell you the secret about the 100 best movies of all time. We look at the movie list and we read them out and we're like, oh, that sounds, I don't want to watch that. We watched the movie, and at the end of the movie, we're like, that was really good. It's so funny. It's just like these movies that you wouldn't think of, where you're like, Gandhi. I don't want to watch Gandhi, but then you watch it and you're like, that's a good movie. And then we watched Aliens, and that was really good too. So we watched it.
Who made this list?
I don't know. It's a sweet list. Hold on. I'll take it off the wall. We've had it forever.
Yeah, I'm like, who made this list?
All right. I don't know if you can hear me.
Oh.
But it's like really sweet, and they're scratch offs.
Oh, wow.
They're scratch offs, but like some examples are, let's see, Fargo, Psycho, The Lion King, Wall-E, Django, The Dark Knight, Silence of the Lambs, It's a Wonderful Life, Schindler's List.
Ooh.
Wait a minute. Oh, and then you know what else we saw?
Which one?
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, E.T.,
I still
Jurassic
haven't seen
Park.
that. Wow.
Which one?
Eternal Sunshine.
That's like one of my favorite movies.
Never seen it.
Yeah. So we also saw Interstellar. We just watched Interstellar. So I'm gonna.
Is that with Jennifer Lawrence?
No.
Okay,
it's with Anne Hathaway.
Ah, there we go. Okay, it was
Yeah.
woman of the white. Okay. I was like, I know there was a woman in this one. I just didn't know which one. Interstellar.
Yeah, it's about like it's about exploration. It's about like space exploration and like trying to find a new planet because this one's dying, and
Like what's happening now with the billionaires going up to space.
yeah, and then and then there was like time shifting because like there's a theory that like if you're traveling around a black hole, time actually goes faster in that black hole because of how things go. So it's like time's going at the same pace. It's not like you're traveling forward. It's just the fact that it's traveling differently. But it was very interesting and fascinating, and it was one of those situations that we were watching it, and I was like, this is like when we were about to watch it, I was like, I don't want to watch this. Every single like movie on that list, I'm just like, I don't want to watch this. And then like halfway, I'm like playing like on my phone, and then like within 10 minutes, I'm like not on my phone, and I'm watching the entire thing. And it's funny because Cupid's like, well, let's watch this movie, and I'm like, I don't want to watch it. And then I watch it, and I'm not on my phone at all. But he like passively will just like be on his phone.
Oh God, yeah, I feel like that's partly me. That's definitely partly me.
Yeah, and I'm always like, I don't want to do this, and then I'm like, I'm not gonna really watch it, but I watch it like intensely, and then I'm like always like, you should watch it. I'm like, did you see that? Did you see that? And then all of a sudden he's like, yeah, I saw it, and I was like, no, you didn't. Like that's constantly what I'm like, and then I put it back, and then it's funny because then I see his eyes dart down at the phone right at the moment that I was like, you still didn't see it. Have I watched Prometheus? No, I haven't. Devil Wears Prada. I don't think that's on the list, unfortunately.
I've seen Devil Wears Prada. That was good. With Anne Hathaway and oh my God, I want to say Julie Andrews, but it's not Julie Andrews. What is her name? She's a bad bitch. Glenn Close? Is it Glenn Close?
That's not Glenn Close.
Who is it? I don't know why I get white women confused. Who is her? What is her name? It's Anne Hathaway and freaking
Meryl
Streep. Fuck. Yes. Her.
Prometheus is the prequel to Alien.
Meryl
All right, so we
Streep.
gotta see that. We gotta see Prometheus.
I said Glenn Close and who? Julie Andrews.
Yeah, you said Julie Andrews.
Not Meryl Streep. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn. I'm sorry.
No, you're
Thank
good.
you, Rick. Thank you so much, Rick. Oh my God, Meryl Streep.
But you know what? And I was amazed at Sigourney Weaver. I was like, this lady's fantastic. I was like, she's amazing.
Wait, is Sigourney Weaver? Fuck, here we go again.
Another white woman.
Another white woman. I'm confused about. Is she in? I was gonna say Twister, but I don't think it's Twister.
That's Helen Hunt. Helen Hunt was in Twister.
Love me some Helen Hunt. Oh my God, she's also gay as fuck too. Helen Hunt, yeah. Love some
This
Helen
week
Hunt.
in, Joy doesn't know her white women.
I don't know. They're confusing to me. I will mistake every single one. I'm so sorry. She was in Ghostbusters? Was she the lady that was on the bed? Like, I saw the first Ghostbusters. I did see that. Okay, she was the one that, who was it, Rick Moranis, or they were dating or something? Or was that Dan Aykroyd? I don't know. One of them in the movie. She was in there. Okay, Sigourney Weaver. I know who that is. Okay.
But I was gonna say, she was really good in Alien, and Aliens, but I enjoyed Alien.
Okay.
Just because it was so different. It was more horror. I would say that was more science fiction horror, and Aliens was more science fiction, like adventure, like sort of movie. Less, because it didn't have me like, because it was more like war action or science fiction like action.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah, no. That was good. What was I gonna say? Yes, but we've been marking stuff off on the list a little bit. I'm so sorry. Big Brother started up again, and yeah, that show is basically a part-time job.
It seems like it would be.
It's three nights a week.
My God, yeah, I'm good. I'm good off that.
Yeah, it's definitely, it's one of those things that, which, if you're not watching very many things, then it actually comes in handy, because then it's like good, like, I'm gonna be on my like background noise sort of thing.
Yeah.
I always say it's like a fake news show, because like basically like it's in the format of like news. Yeah, where like they're like, oh, and this is what's going on in the back of the house. Like, it's a news program, which news programs are like relatively cheap to produce. So it's a news program, not based on news. It's based on like reporting what's going. Yeah, like that's a no-brainer.
I mean, they've been going on for so many years. I mean, they're definitely successful.
20 years since 2000.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but so there's that. What else? That's it for me, for the most part. Do you have any other stuff you'd like to chat about?
Well, we didn't do, besides the movie part, for TV, this weekend, Bibi and I watched Dogs season 2. So yeah, there's Dogs on Netflix. Dogs. Yeah. It's just dogs. And it's so great. Like, you get to see dogs from different points of view of people. So season 1, it was amazing. If y'all haven't seen it, please check out Dogs. Like, it was great. This season was only like 4 episodes, which had me a little sad because we waited like years for this. But anyway, this series of Dogs was nice. We got to see one in the form of a college mascot, in the form of a priest, trying to save
dog.
Well, he's a priest that's for the dogs. Like, is a priest he has a church. He took over like a church, and he's trying to get the church to adopt the stray dogs. Okay. And to have the stray dogs find homes. And he's got fucking 4 dogs of his own. Like, it's crazy. The other one, can't think of the other 2 right now, but I thought they were great. Like, I thought that overall the series were really nice, and happy to remember that this thing was still going on. And then the other thing we watched on Netflix was something called Pup Academy, where Bibi was like, let's just watch it. And I was like, all right. I was trying to get her to watch High School Musical, but, dogs. So, yeah, we watched this one episode of Pup Academy, and my thing is, when we watch things, I can't watch these things on the bed. As much as I would love to watch, snuggle up and cuddle up and watch things and movies, gone. I am gone. The bed is so damn comfy. Yeah. I will fall asleep, and I'll be awake, but like the last 5 minutes, I'll just, what? So then so that first episode of Pup Academy, the Public Academy show, like, it was cute. It's cute, and I definitely for kids, but enough where it did have us interested about this family who runs a secret dog academy when you flush yourself down the toilet, and then these dogs come and learn to be better dogs. Like, it was it was really, I don't know who thought of that. Like, it's a book that they made into a Netflix thing, but shout out to them. So yeah, that's my TV stuff.
Ooh, we have somebody by the name of Chris Harves. Yo, what's up, Richard? Hey, yeah, everything is all in well. Happy and healthy as of right yet. So.
He knows you. What's up? What's up? What's up?
All right, and then Rick said that I guess the priest sounds like a modern day St. Francis of Assisi.
Yes. I've seen that name on church buildings before. I know who that is. Ah, they know you. They know
you. Wait, are you my Canadian friend? Are you my Canadian friend?
And if you are, could you, like, help me get over there so I can have health?
Charves! Ah! You are not the Canadian friend.
Ah, wait. But you're still a great friend nonetheless. I mean, it doesn't matter.
I was going to say, Charves!
I like how you see it now. Charves! Charves!
I love how Rodney called me out. Rodney called me out.
Like, I don't know
Ricky
you.
pretty much said, I don't know you.
They don't even
Who is
go
that
here.
man?
You don't even know him.
Who is that man? All is well. As far as sort of games like that are concerned, I've been playing a lot of Dead by Daylight. I haven't played Friday the 13th in a while, and the only reason why is because kids are trolling on that.
We should play Dead by Daylight together. I have it.
We should.
Yeah, let's do that. I have it. Like, I actually played it for the first time on stream, not on mine.
Yeah.
But it was for, like, a fundraiser, and I was running around like a crazy person, not knowing what to do. So yeah, I would love to play.
As the killer or as, like, a survivor?
Both.
Okay.
There was one time I had to murder, and one time I was just running around like a crazy. I didn't know what to do. I was
Did you do the murder or no?
I tried. I think they just felt bad for me because it was my first time playing. So I tried to just do the chick and hang people on the things and yeah, just, and like the one dude, like literally the first round, the killer. I started off in the basement. The guy was right freaking there, and he just put me on the hook. I was like, "What the hell? I just started." He's like, "Sorry, Troy, had to kill you." Like, bro, oh, it was a mess.
It's funny whenever I play games like that, and I am the bad guy. In my head, I'm like, I always think like, I want to be the best bad guy, and the reason why is because you want the people that do survive to feel like they've accomplished something. And if, like, you're, like, willy-nilly, like, oh, well, like, maybe yes, and maybe, like, then they don't feel like when they win. That, yeah, so, like, I'd rather be, like, a dick than have people think, like, well, that was easy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it was still fun because all the other people, I mean, we all just so happened to be women. At the end of the day, it was all black women doing this. And they were just like, okay, like, they were really helpful. They weren't like, you're a bitch, like, you're stupid, you like, how do you not play this or something? They were really much like, Joy, okay, look, okay, so when you hear this sound, run.
Yeah.
Girl, why? Girl,
or like a chainsaw, and then all of a sudden somebody pops up and you're like, oh.
Or like, or just literally just the objective. What do I do? Okay, you see that black thing over there? Like, you see that thing over there? You have to, like, make it go.
Yeah.
You have to start the generator? And it was just me running around trying to start generators, and then the man would be, and it would go, like, whatever goes in your headphones, that noise, I'd be like, what is that? He's like, Joy, run! what? And he's right here, just like, like, man, stress. But good stress.
There's something really good and really fun about playing games like that I think are so different than like a Call of Duty game, where even though you're playing with massive amounts of people and like there's like destruction, there's something fun about being like, oh yeah, like there's this overpowered thing and like I might be able to escape, I might not, and there's something sort of like, even though like it's not near death, like a near death experience, like when you first start playing games like that, it does sort of get your heart jumping like it was real, like it's it's the funniest thing.
I feel like Dead by Daylight kind of reminds me of something that I have done in my childhood, where we went to some type of camp or some type of day trip or something. I don't know if it was in Homedale, somewhere in New Jersey, where we would go to this camp something. I probably had an Indian name. Native name.
Yeah.
And we had to do like hide and seek, but it wasn't hide and seek. It was some type of like, I don't want to say capture the flag, but it was some type of game where you were on one team and then there's another team and we were in the woods and you had to like go out and like hide.
Yeah.
Or like find a way back to base or something. And they would call like, 10 minutes or something. I feel like that's what brings those memories back for me. I just can't think of the camp. I can't think of the game. I can't think of the name. But I do know I lost Pokemon Gold.
It sounds like Capture the Flag, kind of.
Yeah, I think it was that. But I knew I lost a video game during one of those trips. Yeah. I lost Pokemon Gold and I was so upset. I was so mad. I don't know how I even lost it, but it was gone. Probably fell out of my pocket.
Yeah, it fell out of your pocket. Good way to bring it back around. Charves also said, same to you, Joy. Hope you were doing great. Rodney said, welcome to the madness, Chris. Woo! Excellent.
I love the name, Charves. Like, that's such a great name. Charves.
I was going to say, unfortunately, it's getting close to that time.
Already?
You want to plug your stuff, Miss Joy?
Fine.
Okay. You should check out Joy. Joy does a lot of really cool stuff, and she streams all the time.
I mean, I'm definitely like out here. Thank you so much. My name at the bottom there, Joy Infinity. Real name is Joy, but just plug it in, Joy Infinity on Camp Chippewa.
Camp Chippewa.
I don't know. I feel like it had to be some kind of. I'll Google it. I will Google
Camp Chippewa.
I'll Google like camps in New Jersey. I'm pretty sure it was something. But either way,
that's the Addams Family camp.
Is it? Oh,
that was the name of the camp from the Addams Family Values.
Oh, see, didn't even.
Yeah.
Nope.
Camp Chippewa.
My bad.
Right?
I didn't even.
And then Wednesday Addams talked about the truth about Thanksgiving. That was fun.
I mean, I think I remember her dressing up like a native, but not
with the match, and then all of the Native American representing children who were definitely not Native Americans proceeded to torch the place.
Yes. Which shout out to the Addams Family. Love that movie. Like the remake of the movies and stuff. Like I really liked that. Because what's her name's in it? Freaking
Angelica
Chloe,
Houston?
No. Chloe Grace Moretz? Is she in it? God damn it. White women again. I know Chloe Grace Moretz, but is she in that?
Christina Ricci?
No, I know who that is. No, Chloe Grace Moretz. She plays Chloe Grace Moretz Addams Family. Like, she had to have been in it. Wasn't she in it?
As who?
I love how I'm asking you this. She was in it. Yeah, she was the voice of the Addams Family. Oh, that's bad. The one from 2019. The one where they're just like, Murr.
Thank you, Opal.
Opal!
Opal just said
Opal's
no way.
here!
She was way too young to be in it. That's because you needed to say the animated movie.
The animated movie, Chloe, because I love me some Chloe Grace Moretz. Oh my god!
Yeah,
but she was in the 2019 animated Addams Family, not like the actual Addams Family. And yes, Rodney, she is Hit Girl, another movie I've not seen. But no, it's popping up here.
Yeah,
it's popping.
We're popping. We're popping today.
We popping, but we about to leave.
I know.
Lord Father Jesus.
I'm
Jesus
sorry.
Christ. Look, it's okay. It's okay. But hi! Miss you, Opal. Literally, tell me when you're free. I want to hang out with you and Jay. Like, I want to hang out. I'm available. Like, I mean, I'm free. Like, I'm not shy. I just feel like she's like cooler than me right now. Like, Opal is like out here. I miss you. I miss you, Queen. Like, and of course Ricky and everybody else out there, but yeah, name's Joy Infinity. Please, my name is on all the things everywhere.
Yes, she did a good job of getting her name for all of the things. I am me, and thank you so much for watching our.
Bro, we never went over the goddamn the thing, the woman, the book. The convenience
store woman.
We didn't even go over that. I literally wanted to talk to you about this, and we did not go over it at all. I wanted to talk to you about this. Can I just tell you, I liked it, and then I stopped liking it. That's basically what I wanted to say.
So did you stop liking it during the relationship thing?
Yes.
I knew that's where you were gonna, but I feel like that was needed. That was needed.
It was needed, but I also hated it, where he was just kept talking about the Stone Age and just that foolishness, and that dude was a straight up leech.
Yeah. I
hated it. But the girl, I love the way her mind works. Like,
yeah,
that was great. But everything else, her family sucks.
Yeah.
She sucked. Like, she was interesting. Her job, interesting. But her way that everything, especially with Japan and stuff, I was like, I get it. But yeah, that dude sucked. His family sucked. Everyone else sucked. Like, I just was. But I'm glad I read it. Thank you for recommending it.
We'll do a book chat next. We'll do a book chat next time, and we'll actually portion out some time for it. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you wanted to read along, there's a book called Convenience Store Woman.
It's a quick read, y'all. Like, it's not long.
Super fast read. You could probably get it from the library.
I was reading it off of an iPad, and if you read it like long ways, I think it was like 65 pages. Like, it wasn't even, if that. It wasn't that long.
It was the quickest read I've had in a very long time.
Yeah, it was interesting to this. In those pages, it's like you grow up with the girl, but it's also weird because she's like 30-some years old now. But yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it was good.
Especially me working at Starbucks for a long period of time, I felt very seen with that. So we'll talk more about that next time. So Oklahoma, to all of our friends.
Oklahoma, oyasumi nasai. Bye.
And thank you so much. And it was great seeing everybody.
See y'all the following Tuesday?
Yeah. I was gonna say, I don't know what's going on anymore.
We 2 and 4s right now.
I know.
Then in August we'll go back to 1s and 3s.
I know. August we always end up skipping some days.
I mean, look, life is life. Thank y'all for hanging out with us.
Thank you very much.
Follow Taco and Moxie.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Rodney. Thank you, Rick. And thank you, Opal.
Charves.
Charves! Ah!
Charves.